as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Wow. I don't know what he's even running.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Saquon Barkley running right.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Had a wide open fucking dude in the ground too.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Ready? Check.
On first down, Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball was knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now Aikman on first down. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Yeah, I mean, I get 16, I get 16.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Here's Aikman setting to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Saquon Barkley. And an alley to run. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 27-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Motherfucking lame-ass motherfucker.
Try to right side
fucking cover fucking forward.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. At the 16-yard line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And running hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Fucking get a golden ticket over there.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Willie Lanier, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and some room to maneuver. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? Third and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And Barkley did not get there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now Aikman to throw on second down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Aikman will throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On first down, Barkley. And he loses the football a second time. And the Vikings pick up the football. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left.
Now. Go. Shoot.
They'll throw now on the final play. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. He can't get him down. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Kind of, sort of, just makes me laugh.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far,
I'm just getting some lucky shit.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, if I win this one, this will be they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just like
now a give, right side. Barkley, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this one complete to T.O. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 14 yards as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
It's got to be 5.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves
RD, you want that
before
rematch?
actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
So that's a no right now.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Watch the safety creep.
So why aren't you talking to him?
They'll try and run for it. And he'll get about
You make
4
my
there as
brain
he
hurt.
takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Why?
Gotta figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the
So
ground,
he can
right?
fucking
This
listen
is
to
where
you?
covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, They're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
You definitely
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun. Let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Yeah. You already know we're going to try to match up.
And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it?
I'm going to bring you to the lockdown penitentiary.
Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40.
I got jokes out here.
Gets down to the 39-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy.
He can hear you if he has his fucking volume.
You're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Let's get off the field.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense. And then in the end, he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Well, then make him even better by not throwing the pick 6.
This is Mostert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
You look like he set your ass up on that play.
To throw is Mahomes. Now a desperation throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman.
He set your ass up.
There he goes left side. The 20, 10.
I'd be mad as fuck if I was
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
How the fuck are you playing the blocker, you jackass?
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep.
Set you up.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and
you don't even run fucking levels. Levels, you can literally. Oh.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Right there.
The challenge.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Exactly. Or you need a...
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I know. You know we're just trying to make you fucking better at the game, and you're being so, like you always say, me and Madden are stubborn and we're stubborn. You're 10 times fucking even more stubborn, bro. Because you don't want to take any of the advice we give you to make you succeed. Like, you ever cheat on a test in high school, bro? I'm sure you have, right? So why the fuck don't you take any of our advice? We're trying to give you answers to the fucking test, bro.
Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times.
What's the meta this year, RD?
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on...
Throw pick six. Throw pick six. If you're going to run the PAD route so much, you need to learn 3 plays, or maybe 4 plays, where you could catch them off guard in that formation. That is the only way that formation is going to work every time. Yep. Yeah, let's play.
I'm almost out of this solo. Like what's the face?
Xerxes.
Yeah, Xerxes or what's the other dude name? The one I don't like. Sanders.
Oh yeah.
Don't sound like neither one of them are good. Ask him. Tell him it's a friendly game. It's not going to count for anything. We just want to talk. We just want a friendly game.
Okay.
I just want to wager 1,000 coins.
There you go. Look, you can make your 1,000 coins on offense. If you can get past him, past trying on offense, you'll get your 1,000 coins that you need. How about this? If y'all win, I'll give 50. Try and get.
Five minutes in the solo. Probably. Tell them I need like 5 minutes. I'm in the legend solo. I'm not quitting in the third quarter. I mean, you can set it up. Just.
I'm gonna send you the invite for. Can you play rules and play a friend?
I think so.
Yeah, 2v2, 3v3, yeah, squad duos play a friend, squad play a friend. You gotta go back into and you gotta put the password, yeah. And then what I want you to do, RD, is once we start the game, I want you to turn your stream off.
EA Sports.
He putting spaces and shit. Hey, Sean, he put EA Sports, he's gonna put a space in it.
Wow. Like E space A space sports. Oh my god. I gotta reset my app. Yeah, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm still in the solo, remember?
I just restarted back.
I already shut off the stream, so I ain't watching that shit. So that means you're running stock everything. Oh, I got 2 minutes left in this fucking solo. Yeah, I'm in the solo, so give me like. They got that. Yeah, I know. Alright. I just gotta run the clock out.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it.
Yeah, I got fucking 96.
Attaboy. Yeah, I ain't opening it until there's somebody I want. I'll probably get a 96 too. They should have honestly made that shit a 97 or higher, and that's shady as fuck on EA's part. I just need one. I might actually do it on that one. Nah, fuck it, I'll probably wait until I want something on both. I mean, no matter what, I'll probably fucking, if it's a 96, I'm just gonna keep it. Alright, I got 20 seconds. Good. Alright, I'm about to restart my app. Yeah, I'm restarting it now. Fuck yeah, Madden, you said you're starting your stream. You didn't start shit.
He muted me.
I didn't.
Oh, he didn't?
I think he left his.
Like a butt muted me when I was playing. When I matched up with him, I was in the party.
Oh, I'm going to game chat. I ain't gonna listen. I ain't gonna let you listen to what we're doing. What do you think this shit is, bro? Madden. About to fucking have some salmon for dinner. Oh yeah.
He's ready.
Probably went to the bathroom or something. Okay, yeah. So what do I gotta do? I gotta go to the squad screen?
Too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going.
Are you the party leader or what?
Yeah, I'm the party leader.
Going big, going bigger.
How does this work?
Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a setter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People let the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the.
Alright, I'll give you the fucking tax. I'll give you 3,000 coins if y'all win.
Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me.
Well, I sent you an invite. So what do we gotta do now?
When RD sets the password, right?
Mm-hmm.
RD sets the password, get ready. He says the password is. He's gonna ask you what the password is.
So what? We gotta ready up and wait on him?
No, he got to do it first. He's the leader.
How's he ready to
He
go?
sets it up, tells us what the password is, and then when we ready up, it's gonna ask you what the password. the
Oh,
same
okay.
password he puts, and it'll load us right next to each other.
Oh, okay.
Because RD got to tell us what the password is.
I don't even know what it is.
Well, you better fucking tell me again. Yeah, you're gonna have to redo it again.
What's our one?
Okay. So all lowercase? And then a space? Okay. Did you spell sports right, RD? Okay. Alright. Yeah. I put it in. I spelled it EA-sports. Or space, that's what I meant. No, like space. What the fuck's going on?
Oh no, it should load it us by now.
Redo it, RD. Yeah, make it like fucking 3 letters. Who cares? No, it gives me options.
Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Fuck is he?
This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story if I let you tell
And that's on him, bro. I'm sick of fucking sending them. Like I told y'all enough. This shit's public. I just looked at it. Come to the fucking party, dude. 9 times out of 10 there's a party, right? What? What is it?
I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in.
Very simple. TRO
Daily manifesting on my premonitions.
N
Best to keep it neutral, got my own
Tron.
religion. The brainwash
All
gotta make its own
lowercase.
decision.
I've readied up, so you ready up, man?
I stay on the mission, coming for the top
I know you can spell Tron. I know you can spell Tron. TRON.
The opposition and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly.
I mean, y'all just played squad, so that shit should work.
Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like
I've never done this, so.
perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Estimated time 10 seconds.
Alright, hold on. Hey, RD, press circle. Try and make me part of this.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, or deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when attacking like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, or deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. You call us up making a name. I put on the jets. The coast regret even letting them stay in the game.
There we go. Dun, dun, dun.
Trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take all food, magic.
And I switched. Here we go. Don't panic. Hey. Hey, I'm going to game chat, RD. I'll see you after the game.
From up top next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, we were already excited for this game. And then before the contest, you and I are down on the field outside the white lines.
Yes, we were following the rules.
We were following the rules, and a ball comes over our direction, but we can't see it. Somebody yells heads up, and instinctively you turn around and you snare it one-handed with your off left hand. So now we're really ready for football.
No gloves either.
No gloves.
No gloves. Not like what the guys are wearing playing the game now. But wasn't that a whole lot better than that time we were down there? And I got the coffee spilled on me when I got nailed by the punt returner.
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yes, a much better job of being heads up this time. Thank you for the notice.
Come on, set. 46 yards. That's 40's Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Dancing to his left. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Cunningham. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them. Running play. And now the 40. First carry for the Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith. Evades him at the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Check back 27. Here we go.
Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dickerson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 43-yard line.
Check play 27. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Khalil Mack able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. That's it. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. He don't know no better.
Throwing again. Cunningham. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Letting one fly deep for Cook. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Kevin Green able to get him for a loss of about 3. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Cunningham to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he goes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to run.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Cunningham. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
15 for the Niners there and a first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Play action. It's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Sanders. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Now Emmett. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cunningham looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Now Wilson, going to throw again. Flush to his right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Check it out.
On 1st down, Dickerson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 14-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Dickerson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this. Some points, as you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try the right side with Emmett. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 49-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wilson now, throwing again, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Terrell Owens. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. A first down carry for Smith. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Kill.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Switch it.
After the sack on first down, Wilson over the middle, complete. It's Hope. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Cunningham. And Cooper able to work his way open. That's complete. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cunningham escaping the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Cunningham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Intended that time for Cooper. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Wide, get wide. Check for you, son.
On second and 15 now. Wilson steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Wilson gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were...
Good game, RD. Good game. Good game, son. Good game.
Hey, I was like, I'm gonna stop running the ball, RD, because it's gonna be too easy. That's why I started passing it more.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you
So why didn't you tell him stop doing that?
Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him for him.
Does he know that it only works on that 335 wide? Putting double spies.
Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me.
What was that?
Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life.
We were labbing.
With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't?
I know. I knew it was. I was laughing. I was like, oh, he tried to get the PAD bounce.
You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face?
Yeah.
People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my Broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, did crazy, I get 80 a show. Same
route running.
Fuck yeah, he was. He said, my bad. I was like,
now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
It's all right. You should have ran. I would thought you were gonna run a offense, RD. To be honest.
I probably should have. It would have been a long game. I think he's better on defense than he was offense.
So why didn't you play offense?
Well, because we both had the same overall, and I just let him play
Yeah, but
offense.
if he's better at something than you are, or better at something.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is
This fucking guy just keeps reposting his Reggie White, man. No, he's trying to give a deal at $9 million.
I got power up and level up at any moment.
Stupid.
Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish him. Mess around with me and I diminish him.
I'm tempted to buy the Palomalu, but if I'm spending over $3 million, I'm buying a quarterback that can fucking have 99 speed and escape artist.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet.
I got Mahomes, he's just not fast enough, bro.
Sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat
Lamar?
now. Couldn't eat or watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to
Lamar's
freestyle?
got a noodle on.
Cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was homeless,
No.
sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions when I speak. They
Damn, I'm about to get my power up past that. That Randall went down to 330, man.
Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I
326. I wonder how much it'll cost to build him.
gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold
I'm
tank.
build him under 300K. I might do that. I might do that.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
So what playbook we going to, RD?
What playbook you want me to go to, Randy?
Going big.
Here's the thing, though. You gotta use it for
Way too many when they know they said they was saying no they sick, acting like they know me.
1 week a
Cause
weekend.
I'm going big, going
and
big.
if you don't like it, you go and
Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many when they know they said they was saying no they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
Look, time to bring the bass burn. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we ain't dining. Up right away, couldn't even get a bind in.
More than halfway through the game.
Nope. So you might as well just start with it so by next week you're better with it.
What playbook is it, man? Come on, man. Ain't got no fast players.
Why don't you try? Hold on. Go try this West Coast. I just gotta go find it. Go to. There's the Raiders. There's the. I would if you're gonna try West Coast, I would try the alternate offense West Coast, or even Green Bay. I think Green Bay might have PA deep outside, but I'm pretty sure the alternate has it RD.
That ain't why I do that. I ain't worried about that play. Because that one had a bunch of fucked up fast players.
People let the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a faucet. Took over the game, no he all in. I was down in the chips, they went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click.
Just bought a legend pack for 180 coins. Let's see what Daddy Yeah, it was trash. I probably got fucking 60K out of it. Terrible.
Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some.
So if you got to use the West Coast, I would either try Green Bay or the alternate offense West Coast. RRD. Huh? I mean, it's almost the same as fucking Oakland. Oakland's just got more
another
eye
installment
for
of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype? Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. He's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Give him 6 there, but now it's 3rd. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work.
I said you doubt it because you doubt yourself.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
No partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Good running from Barkley there on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down now. Barkley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
He was, bro. Especially when he went to that double tight end one. I scored the last touchdown on that last drive.
Standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He's going to get it running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We're going to run iPhone member play, bro. Nope. Looks like it.
Yellow. Check 25. Check 25.
Here's Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. I'm looking down from our booths. You can tell this crowd wants him to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now. Actually trying to filter that out because this needs to be a cold decision by him. Not influenced by the crowd. Not influenced by outside factors. Does he believe in his team enough to go for it right here? I think he's going to reward the crowd and do it.
And if he doesn't get it, they have to go the full length of the field. We'll see.
Just kept rolling the set.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Because he kept
Out
buying
comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still,
yeah, I see what you're saying, but I don't know. He'd have to ask us unless he's buying fucking shit with money. I'm sure his store's still open.
A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think
they didn't take his coins. Because he had coins, like, look back later this week.
They try to throw on 2nd down. zone, but this one is incomplete. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
I know, he had like 7 million, bro. His coins went down every other pitcher if you look at the chat.
Now Jackson. It's complete. It's Miller. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
He ran a wildcat with him?
Great blocking on the return. It springs him
Hell
for 25.
Yeah, I literally just got stuck on the D-line with Warren Sapp, and I went into coverage with him. I fucked this dude up.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
It's a game of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
I already
Second
asked
quarter,
him.
2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job
I asked him, I was like, bro, the only way I ever got blocked was when I bought coins at
13 yards there and a
he's
Niner
like, well,
first.
I transferred like however many amount of coins he said. I was like, Daniel, if you did it like once, they're not going to bang you for
able to push
it, bro.
forward, pick up that first.
Even if it was like 2 million.
Here's Mostert.
Because, dude, I love Manny borrowed coins how many times
shy of the
this year?
40 at the 41. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
And I sell a lot of shit on the auction
second
block.
and 5. Mostert. And an alley to run. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Get in the
Just a
sack. Let's
couple
go.
yards shy of the end zone. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smartest.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Thank you for at least holding the ball, Barkley.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? So we've hit intermission And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. This one taken from the 7.
I win this off 14.
Let's go.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
So Javion Clowney just got the sack fumble, and then tell me why when he celebrated it looked like he had the fucking ball in his hand.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A first down carry for Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
I don't need to.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And he'll give it here to his running back. Got some real estate inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
But guess what?
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Right back to him on first down. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Now Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's bullshit, man. Give me 1 fucking second.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Saquon Barkley. And some room to work. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. After right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
3-yard out, bro. You fucking kidding me?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun.
I fucking hit stick the air at him, and he thought I wasn't going to recover because he was like 20 yards away.
They have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I hit stick the air, and he still
so many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. A give to Barkley out of the gun, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The defense of San Francisco marching back onto the field now. They are looking to preserve this shutout, so for them, a lot on the line.
So if he's blitzing
a
all
lot of pride
eight
that goes into that. Because let's face it, when you've had that kind of a day, you do not want any type of a fluke play to end it. You're going to win the game. That's not the issue. But to have a clean ledger going into the locker room and sitting in film next week, oh, that's satisfying.
Good.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
They're looking to cradle that goose egg. To throw again on second down. Jackson was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. Third down here.
I mean, it'll work.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Ray Guy now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
That would fucking happen. I fucking love my fucking...
Sanders now to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Flushed out right. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run with Barkley. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
What fucking catch, baby. Good call, Madden. Let's go.
Thank you.
Good fucking call, baby. Good fucking call.
Thank you.
It actually picked up. It did the chop block, fucking block on this dude.
I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the road. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not this stereotype. I'm not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hawk with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Wings of the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of the dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like.
Not working. You don't.
And on my heart, I give it all.
Let's go. Up 2 touchdowns, bro. Get it.
Take it higher, that's a God. And on my heart, no, I give it all I got. What a walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. This will be 14.
Vision on 2020, VVS, Liberty,
I still got a quarter and a half, though, bro.
Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they
My mama says.
Yeah.
Try that one play I showed you.
One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to at the bar. Tried to catch
Yo, you are so lucky I couldn't pick that with Taylor Mays. I knew you were throwing it to the tight end, bro.
All I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet. I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. It's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage.
Some lucky fucking playmakers, dude.
Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting.
Come on, man. Randy Moss has died.
I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money.
Better hope he scored a tutty. Better hope you scored that tutty, bro. Lockdown defense is on point.
With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me?
You gotta call him play, bro.
Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I've seen it happen before. Fuck. No! How did he catch that in triple coverage? Oh my fucking gosh.
Yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard.